How you, Pete? You're right. Yeah, why not? Yeah. You're right, are you? Have a good weekend. Hello, welcome to Narrowboat Precious Jet. My name is Steve Tyrrell, and we are currently back at Swan Lane Wharf after last week's cruise. So Swan Lane Wharf is Swan Lane in Coventry on the Coventry Canal. Today is Monday the 4th of April. Yes, yeah, definitely 4th of April. So today is the start of the solar install. So we've got the panels, we've got the brackets, and we've got all the electrical gear apart from the battery wires. We haven't sourced the battery wires yet, but I just need to go to a local electric place, and because I have got wires I can use for the battery, but I want nice big thick fat wires so that if I either put a lot of power into the batteries or draw a lot of power out of the batteries, I'm not going to have any issues with overheating cables. So that's the reason why I want big fat cables. Okay, so let's have a look and go outside and have a nose at the solar panels. The solar panels and all the stuff arrived last week. The panels themselves and all the electrical stuff came from Bimble Solar. Very good guys down there. Some very good advice for us as well. The brackets themselves, I like the brackets from Midsummer Solar, so that's the brackets I've got to tilt the panels. They're the ones that they've got telescopic arms, and they really shift up and tilt the panels right the way. You can tilt them right up. They're really good, and you can almost tip them in any direction. So I like the Midsummer Solar stuff. It's good. But as I say, the panels themselves and all the electric, we went to Bimble. Right, let's crack on and unwrap some panels and have a look and see what we've got. Okay, hope you enjoy. Okay, so we've got the solar panel brackets now. I assume it's 2 for each panel, or 4 for each panel, because I've got 2 lots for 2 panels. All the finishing strips and the rubber boots and stuff, it's all good. And then also the clamps to hold the panel down to the bracket. So, right, let's keep unwrapping, see what we've got. So we've kind of worked this out now, me and Pete on the boat next door. It's fairly simple really. So this slides inside the extrusion, that slides in there, and then that just clamps over the top of the panel, and you've got 2 of these, one for the goes across here, one goes across the bottom, 8 of these, 1 for each corner, and then the brackets, which these slide on to the underside of that. So it's fairly straightforward, fairly easy enough to do. I think I'm going to change the screws here because they face different ways to that. So all I'll do is I'll turn these around so they all face the same way, and then that'll be perfect then. So let's stick these on and see how we get. I've just cut 1.5 inches off these rails, just because where I fit them on the front of the boat, it's a very tight fit. So they'd have probably fitted anyway, but just to give myself a bit more room, I've trimmed a bit off the end. I'll do the same on the ones on the boat as well. I'll trim a little bit off the end of that. So okay, excellent. It's Tuesday the 5th, by the way. So we have a hammer, we have a centre punch, we've got a tap, we've got a drill, we have some spray, and we have drill bits. Now the tap is 8mm by 1.25, and the graph says 8mm by 1.25 is a 6.7 drill bit, and I've only got a 6.5, so we'll try the 6.5, try it, see how we get on. The next size I have is a 7, so we'll see how we get on with the first one. Okay, stand by. Right, that's one panel done. It is a bit messy on the top here where I've put the sealer in, but it'll be okay. I don't mind it, it's not an issue. That's okay. That seems alright. That's the first panel done then. Next panel tomorrow. So I haven't drilled the other holes yet. I've marked them out, look. They're all marked out ready. I'll have to go over again and remark them because some I think I've missed. Where I've been moving I might have wiped them off, but you just see these. I've marked them there. So right, so that's it for the day. Drop that panel down and screw it nice and tight, and then do the other one tomorrow. Okay, see you later. Well, unfortunately it started raining, so I'm going to give it 10-15 minutes and have a nice relaxed sit down, see if it's still raining, and and then once it stops we'll stick the solar panel on. It's all ready up there, everything's waterproof, so I don't have to put the panel on today, but it'd be nice to get it all done, wouldn't it, you know. So okay, let's see what the rain does. Well, it's still raining, unfortunately. The rain is persisting. I've only been here for a couple of hours today, which is, you know, a bit of a shame, but I'm not going to struggle and slip on the gunnels in the wet. I don't want to end up in the canal, not just to put a solar panel on, which is, there's no rush to put it on, I can put it on whenever. So I think I'm going to call it a day, come back tomorrow and finish up tomorrow. The plan tomorrow will be just then putting the solar panel on the roof and perhaps removing some of this trim on the inside so that we can run the wires through for the panel. And then once the wires are in the engine room, the rest of it can just be done in the engine room. Then most of the work's in the engine room, or the electric work and stuff. Not looking forward to doing the electrics, but it needs doing. So, oh well. Okay, have a great evening. Well, it's probably not evening where you are, but it's evening here now. It's 4:30, so I'm going to go home. I think I'm going to spoil myself and have a bath. Yeah, so I'm going to go home, have something to eat, have a bath, get ready for work, and then go to work. So, okay. Have yourselves a great evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right, see you, bye. Thursday the 7th of March. I think it's March, yeah. No, April. Thursday the 7th of April. So we still need to lift the solar panel on the boat today, and it's still raining today, although not as heavy as yesterday. So between showers, I'll see if I can get Pete to give me a hand to lift the solar panels on. I don't think he's there at the boat at the moment. I think he's gone shopping, so I may have to wait till he gets home. So while I'm waiting, there's a couple of jobs I can do in the boat, and that is I can have a go at removing these strips here, just because that's where the wiring is hidden behind. So I'm going to try and tease these off and see if I can get to them, and then also where I bring the wires in through the mushroom vent, I want to see if I can chase it across the roof. It shouldn't be too hard. It should be a fairly easy job, but we shall see. Okay, let's see how far we get and see what jobs we get done, and we get as far as we get, don't we? You know. So, but hopefully the panel should be on today. I'm not here tomorrow. Tomorrow, Friday, I'm going to my daughter's house. She's bought a new house recently. And I'm going to my daughter's house to do some wallpapering and also probably some skirting boards as well. So, okay, hope you enjoy the rest of this video, and we'll catch up with you in a minute. All right. Don't know how much you can see of that, but that is a mouse nest. I wouldn't know how they're getting on the boat. I don't think it's a modern one. There's bare wires in there, 240 volt bare wires. So I'll be very surprised if there's a live mouse in there now, because them wires will be frying them. So this whole front corner needs to come out. Just to see what's up there. So I need to take the roof out, and this back panel here, these back panels, they all need to come out, just to see what damage has been done. Just one surprise after another, isn't it? Let's start stripping it out. Let's start stripping this whole front end out, but that's going to put us back for a couple of weeks, I'd say. Okay, see all this stuff that's fallen out. Look, that's all insulation that's been chewed. I think it's an old nest because I've not seen any mouse droppings around, and there's been no food on the boat for over a year, so I'd say that's a fairly old nest. Right, as there's exposed wires up there, that the mice have chewed through the insulation on the cable. There's exposed cable. I don't know whether that's positive or not until I can get a tester on it. So what I've done is I've turned all the power off to the boat. I've hit the RCD on the boat, and I've also hit the RCD on the outside on the electric pole at the wharf. So there's no power on the boat now at all. So I can quite happily handle those wires knowing I'm not going to get an electric shock. So okay, let's have a play and see what we find out now. See what damage we find. Well, I did try and take them off without damaging them, but the last few in this corner up here, they just really didn't want to come out. So yeah, I've got a few damaged pieces now. I'm thinking now, when I replace this, I might just put a board up there and paint it or something, or varnish it. I'm not sure yet, because there's no way that's going back up. And I don't particularly like it a great deal anyway. I've got some on the walls there, and it goes all the way down the boat. I've painted the one in the kitchen. So I'm thinking if I just cut a board here to fit, a perfect fit board here now, I can make it look pretty, you know. So oh well, here we go again. Start thinking about rebuilding this and fixing the wiring. From what I can see so far, it's just the wires up there that are chewed. So there is wiring running across the top here, but from what I can make out, there's no particular damage up there from what I can see. I think I'm going to have to take that one out, and perhaps even the roof panel out, just to be 100% and find out exactly what's going on. But none of the wires run through the centre of the roof, so that's a bonus. All the wires run just across here, and if need be, these are the only wires that run over here. Look, I've got to fix them here anyway, so if I've got to fix them, why not just cut them, trim them and run them straight across, and then run new wires in, if you know what I mean. Yeah, some of this wiring isn't worth keeping anyway. Okay, right, that. It's one very lucky mouse. I still don't even know whether that's live now. Actually, I've got the power back on, so that could even be live now, although I think that's 12 volt by the look of it. Running into this stuff here, that's the lighting circuit, so that's 12 volt anyway. That's 12 volt as well. There is a 240 volt been chewed up there, but it's the negative side of it that's been chewed, so that's not too bad. So all that's going to get replaced anyway. A lot of this is going to disappear, and I'll replace it and sort it out. Okay, another day like this. Don't need them, do you really? Just when you think you're getting on top of things and things are going your way, something comes and kicks you in the teeth. Oh well, happy days. Okay, that's the solar cables. So they come down here. They're not pinned up or anything yet. They're just stuck there. They're just laying, hanging. So they come down the side there and they go up through the roof here. Look, if you can see there, look, they go up through the roof there, and then they come out temporarily. They're coming out this way, but they'll go up out through the mushroom to the solar panels, and then the spare cable is just brought back in for now, loop round, drop down, ready to cut and trim it and put the tags on the end. Once we know where the cable's going on the outside of the boat, we can trim it and cut it down to size and everything, but for the moment that's in. There you go. Right, well, I think I'm going to call it a day. Both solar panels are on the boat now. I didn't show you putting the second one on. Mickey on a couple of boats down, he gave me a hand. I didn't show you much of that because it's raining. It wasn't raining when we started, but by the time we finished it's raining. So I'm a little bit wet now, but the panels are on and they're bolted down, so that's the whole solar system on the roof now, just waiting to be wired in. As you've seen, I've got the panels out the side here ready to wire up, so it's just a case of running the wires and then getting it all plumbed together and sorted that way. So that's going to be next week's video. I'm going to end the video here. A little about finding that mouse nest, to tell you the truth. Yeah, and there's a bit of wiring work to do. The damage isn't that bad, it's mainly superficial. Mostly 12 volt stuff for the lighting circuit. That explains why a couple of sockets and some of the lights didn't work, so that explains it. Okay, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment down below, and also if you're not subscribed, then please consider subscribing. I'd much appreciate it. Okay, have a great weekend, or have a great week whenever you're watching it. Take care of yourselves, take care of your families. Alright, see you, bye.